That's cool, man. For sure, it's a cool touch. What's up, Tim? Fucking idiot. Hey, buddy.
waiting for me about the things I'm right.
Is it bad today?
Over-the-counter pain relievers and not as heavy popping stance.
I hate leaving you like this.
I know.
I've been doing some research. What about arranging for a sober companion?
A babysitter? What's into it?
We have resources. There are options, solutions.
Aside from you quitting your job?
Is that really what you're asking?
Somewhere it's worth. Some husbands wouldn't have to be asked.
I can't get into this right now. Just think about bringing somebody in now. Call me through.
The president is laser focused on the issues, as are the American people, not on the vile garbage that washes up on the ugly net. Look, I've got to take another call. Hey, Mom, what's going on? I'm in the hospital. What? What happened? I have a blood clot, so they're keeping me a few days. Jesus, why didn't you call me sooner? I know how stretched thin you are. Did they tell you what caused it? They haven't said. I don't, or you haven't asked them. I felt like the right people. And I do? It's your job. I can be there in the morning. And I was on the phone since I'm such a girl. If you're up to debate tomorrow. Yeah, in Orlando, it's in the colors. You don't have to, Mom. Mom, I'm coming. I love you. Goodbye.
Our next guest is National Security Advisor and Vice Presidential Candidate Aaron Shore, who many of you also know by his other title, BC's Most Eligible Bachelor.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
The first presidential debate is tomorrow night. Have you been helping Prime President Kirkman on foreign policy?
The president doesn't need my or anyone else's help when it comes to foreign or domestic affairs.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to tuning in, and we assume you'll be attending with your now living girlfriend, Isabel Pardo.
Yes, we'll be there.
Is this your first time living with someone?
It is.
Has it been an adjustment remembering to put the toilet seat down? You are remembering?
I'm managing, but I'm sure the people are more interested in the vision President Kirkman will put forward tomorrow.
Of course, but our viewers would kill me if I didn't ask about this rumor of a marriage proposal.
Well, we'll focus on the election now and President Kirkman's sensible centrist agenda.
So no proposal.
Only looking for time tomorrow night to tell you the exciting plans President Kirkman has for next winter.
They're saying that I had my wife murdered, that Alex was a Russian spy.
This is an all-time low. That's saying a lot given the fact that our politics have become so poisonous, so rancid.
I can't believe Moss would stoop this low.
Let's not jump to conclusions. This could be just some crackpot wingman.
Also, haven't released a statement yet.
Which is as bad as condoning it. Porter's team condemned it right away.
They think we're responsible for the Alzheimer's.
Possibly, yes, but there is a silver lining. More voters are going to sympathize with you to believe this move is bullshit.
There is no silver lining to this crap. It's an affront to anything decent.
Then say that, sir. I'm getting asked by every major news outlet in this country for an official statement.
No, I'm not going to take any this with a response. And please spare me the lecture on how we need to retaliate every time we're attacked. We're not giving this any oxygen. The administration says nothing. The campaign says nothing. Understood.
Understood, sir. Thank you, Mr. President.
While you're stuck in your things, let's review what we know. Women who were infected with the virus, they all received an injection from this male nurse who's obviously in the married. But no one at the apartment complex mentions an injection, so how did they get sick?
Tinted water, aerosolized.
Events? The HVAC system. We'll have to go back there and pull security footage. After you finish your death rate course, and hopefully before your infarction.
These people are all eminently deserving of presidential pardons.
Inarguable is what we're looking for in an election year. If Curtis loses, which he won't, we're only going to have a couple of months to get this done.
Been prepared to back up every case.
Which is precisely why I selected you to spearhead this. You're no bullshit. I knew you were going to be able to back up all of these names. Like this one. Miguel Salcedo, sedacious conspiracy.
successfully to bombers, wasn't he?
He was an activist professor.
Activist being a euphemism for violent revolutionary.
He advocated independence for Puerto Rico. And yes, he was a non-violent skeptic, but the Fed sentenced him to 70 years. That's 6 times what a murderer got in the 1980s.
People died.
Nothing in the mold of Gandhi isn't a crime.
So this is a free speech issue.
Exactly.
Doesn't say that. Constitutional protected. That's another term you can use.
So he stays on the list?
For now. Not this is gonna rattle some cages. You need to hone your defense chops. I am not gonna be the last person you're gonna have to make this case to. I've been calling and texting Stephanie. No response.
Texting and calling?
Not good?
That's enough.
Roasted by my phone calls.
Yeah, touching and turning in your neck.
When I think of it that way, it makes sense.
Maybe giving her a rocket was a little overwhelming. Look, I just mean that even young women with conventional parenting have complications.
She's all your fault.
Okay, my turn. I spoke to my mom this morning and she's in the hospital.
Is she gonna be okay?
I hope so. She never wants to feel like a burden, which makes me feel burdened, and I feel like a whole good daughter.
You're a wonderful daughter. You're also an irreplaceable senior staffer on the all-encompassing presidential campaign. You're doing the best you can.
Thank you. But no one's irreplaceable.
You are.
He's not trying.
3 p.m., you have an economic brief with the NEC, and then your final debate prep.
Every time I think the debate can't be worse than the debate prep, I think, oh God, of course it can.
You have a habit of landing on your feet. I am not one. By the way, I've been doing research about drug decriminalization programs. In Portugal, substance abuse is now being treated as a medical problem. The number of people using heroin has been cut in half. The drug-induced death rate is 5 times lower than anywhere in Europe. Users receive a citation and go before a dissuasion hearing. Ultimately, the government provides them with support, not imprisonment or shame.
I understand how this is so focused here. With everything that you do there.
In our rural communities, the top concerns are economics and drug addiction. A policy change modeled after this proven success could be a game changer. You could provide something that would give helpless people suffering with this problem not just hope, but an actual chance.
Educate me. Together a working group, get back to me with a report, a plan, and if at that time I'm still president, we'll talk about implementation.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. With the presidential debate coming up, I have no new announcements, so I will take your questions. Phil,
Does President Kirkman have any response to the release of the photos of the late First Lady's car accident?
guys, we're not addressing this, okay? Jay,
Does the president plan to resume therapy in light of these events?
come on, guys, you have to ask actual questions, right? There must be real questions about real news. Dennis,
Does President Kirkman feel any responsibility for these conspiracy theories?
you should be ashamed of yourself. All of you. This story is 100% trash. This is fever swamp clickbait for moral degenerates and conspiracy whack jobs. I'm sure whoever created this filth thanks you for being his or her accomplice in trumpeting this revolt and desecration. Whatever happened to standards? What happened to ethical practices? What happened for concern for the first children? Guys, that's your mother! That's his wife! I hope none of you ever has to see your loved one's remains showcased by every media outlet around the world and then have to explain to your children what these people who should know better were thinking. This isn't journalism. I am so disgusted. President Kirkman is disgusted. Are you happy? There's your answer. We're disgusted. With every single one of you. Right back.
Just talk some sense into your girlfriend.
No, that's not how it works.
Well, however it works, the administration can't include Miguel Salcedo in this round of hardness. I mean, Moss would make him out to be the Latino Osama bin Laden from now until the polls close.
Well, I can talk to the president.
Honey, I can talk to the president. We need to cut this off and pass, and that means Isabel. Don't let her be the reason we lose.
Which part
of say nothing didn't you understand? I gave specific instructions not to respond, and you sing a goddamn aria?
I apologize, sir. They just kept pushing and pushing, and I lost it.
Their job is to push it. Yours is to not lose it.
Your job is to protect this administration and above all my family.
Instead, you gave the story 3 more days of airplay because you couldn't control your emotions.
Anything that didn't even concern you.
I meant no disrespect.
We're done here.
Why don't you take a few days? Give them time to cool off. Hey, everything I said was true. It doesn't matter. You don't get to indulge your anger on the president's behalf. Go home, reflect on it, or you still have a job to come back to.
President Kirkman claims he's not a politician, since he served in office for over 2 years without a single major accomplishment. I agree.
I would note to Mr. Porter that presiding over the complete reconstruction of the federal government might actually be considered an accomplishment.
I thank the President for his service, but the title is Commander-in-Chief, not Caretaker-in-Chief. And it is time to return our highest office to someone more cleanly qualified.
Now, former President Moss declined to run again after returning out of passing of his wife, putting country first. President Kirkman, faced with a similar tragedy, exhibited sufficient mental instability that his own vice president sought his impeachment.
I received counseling during that incredibly difficult time. Unfortunately, my opponents chose to use my personal grief for their political gain.
The intemperate outburst today by the President's communications director, who speaks for the President, hardly points to an emotional equilibrium.
Okay, enough. What the hell is going on? This is a complete waste of my time. You had an opportunity to use this exercise to help me hone and articulate my views on real political issues. Instead, you've chosen to make this about petty, personal attacks that are bullshit. I am done.
Thank you, Bob. That outburst is exactly what can't happen. And you cannot bring angry Kirkman to the debate. Your opponents want a repeat of that State of the Union meltdown. If you do that, you lose. It's as simple as that. When they cook, you listen.
I'm not trying to make this be tricky. Don't ever do this to me again.
My job is to prepare him. He can be so mad at me that he spits nails, as long as he doesn't carry that energy onto the stage tomorrow.
Right there. Who's that? Does he work here?
I don't think so.
Keep running. He's deliberately hiding his face. We need to see his face. Can you pull up another angle? Looks like we got our nurse from Toronto. Zoom in on that. Click for me. Hey, Diane. We got a hit on our road nurse. Illinois plates. Echo Charlie 215 in the chart. Bam, bam. Make some money on the nightstand, too?
Things are not great this morning. I feel myself.
If I must know.
I know you don't like it. We're going to talk about home.
I like it less, but we don't talk to you at all. We're just talking more and more these days. Am I wasting my time here? Drinking wine, fucking with me.
Let's not do this tonight, please. I got a lot going on.
Yeah, you always have a lot going on. Are you ever going to leave your wife, Mark?
Where did that come from?
Some mistress. It's in the handbook.
Always numbers 40.
Another time is
Number,
not.
You've been nothing like not careful about that.
I can't leave right.
Right now or ever?
I go. This
40 minus 10 equals
we
30.
can talk all about this.
I don't know how many next times I've got left in me.
It ends up being 30
I
and
wanted to
something.
play second fiddle, I just think.
I mean, it's
I'm sorry. But you knew my situation and it's began.
Yes. You were clear. And I was okay with it. Or I accepted it, at least. This is becoming unbearable. You either want to be here or you want to be there. Clock's ticking and you're having it both ways.
Sorry about the debate, Miss Ambush.
Lorraine can be a bit of a blood instrument, but I don't know if she did it. Moss is an old hand at this.
Are you feeling better?
Scared shitless.
What concerns you most?
Senator, my policies in the sound bites, not wanting to make any gas, wanting to be spontaneous without being reckless, trying to keep that on my head while staring straight down the clock that then starts ticking, knowing that 100 million people are watching, judging every beat of sweat, furrowed brow, twitch of the lip. Ross has been rehearsing for this as well.
No, Porter. He's a businessman, not a political player.
You imagine him being a joke. When you're doing this for a charge, don't have to have one prepared. Just the best thing next to it.
You're not a persona. So don't worry about it. Just keep showing the voters who you really are and our freaking.
Hey, listen, enough about your face. What did you want to say?
My mother's in the hospital again.
I'm so sorry.
I'm leaving tonight to see her, and I'm not exactly sure what the outcome will be.
She's going to try and protect you.
Anyway, I just want to let you know because I'm not getting back to
Until you've experienced that kind of loss, it's impossible to know the depth of it. What we should do? Sit up, John. Open up this door.
Yeah, one of us will follow already. I don't know how to cook for it. Oh, shoot, my mama taught me how to cook so I could barely see over the stove. Hot water cornbread, short ribs, collard greens. Maybe teach you a little something. No. There's something. I'm
No. I'm HIV positive. I never put you at risk. We used a condom. We were careful.
Why wouldn't you tell me that you were HIV positive before we had sex?
I didn't want to scare you off. I know that might feel fucked up. But it doesn't have to be a big thing.
You don't get to decide not to be upfront with me. And just act like it's no big deal. It's a huge fucking deal.
You're okay. I promise.
That's what you say.
Yeah, that's not fair.
You really want to talk about what's fair in all this? You took away my right to choose.
I understand.
No, I don't think you do. So I got a whole lot I didn't tell you, but it's no big deal. Okay. Is that an actual apology?
No, I'm not apologizing for having HIV. I take my meds. By taking care of myself, I make sure that you wouldn't catch it. This is in the phone. Has it ever occurred to you that a man is doing part on principle? And the man inspired an action to put life. But you can't just erase them.
His indictment was based on him being a ground man with unpopular rhetoric.
Agitating. The bomb pointing at him unpopular is insufficient.
The whole First Amendment rights on anyone else.
This is not an absolute, you can't set fire on the Constitution.
You know that's not a thing,
What are you
right?
talking about? Of course it is.
You're not according to the constitutional way or anything.
Put the little left. By all means, take your voices for against all the mental health. Separate from
Why can't we just go?
Because it's late.
It's not gonna be any less right in December.
It'll be dead by
We could be packing up for office. Do you not understand the position for which the president is for me? It's really easy for you. Is that okay?
It's because I'm on the
You always think that your work is more important. Find yourself another Latina to be your arm. Okay, Busy. Doing my insignificant work.
So that guy, it is at, that's what St. Ted, that's what we got. Check out that photograph.
We've started for the week. First thing quickly.
Let's talk about that.
So, this is a stakeout. Should have thought it's not. Sure. Okay. Guess we'll just set this out.
That's a great idea.
If I don't. Who's on your side? Mr. President.
Ready?
Supposed to be in Orlando, Mr. Army?
Yeah, well, after my psychotic episode, I was encouraged to take a couple of days off. What about you? Aren't you supposed to be at Aaron's debate?
No, because I have a job.
Oh, you guys got into a fight. You need a drink. Here we go.
Tonight's debate will consist of 6 15-minute segments. There will be 2-minute answers to the first question.
Look who's almost not late.
What is your vision for dealing with racial divisions in this country? My hope is that one day we will live in a colorblind country,
Color blindness isn't a thing.
where every person is given the opportunities they deserve.
I believe in true fairness, not positive discrimination. The white student with a 4.0 GPA should not be denied college admission simply because a minority student with lower grades needs to be accepted in order to meet some arbitrary quota. Now you take President Kirkman, for instance. He wouldn't be standing here today if he'd been rejected from Cornell.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not let President Walz fool you. This has been the argument made by men of privilege and power for far too long. There is absolutely no evidence that supports the claim that African American, Latino, or Asian students are preventing white students from going to school. And for your own edification, Mr. President, as grateful as I am for my time in education that I received from Cornell, Cornell was not my first choice. The truth is, most American students are not accepted to their first choice of college. It's simple math. Now, if you want to understand what I think is truly unfair, it's the rising cost of higher education. Predatory loans, putting students in such great debt that education is once again becoming a privilege, exclusively for the wealthy.
Miles Lee. I bowed down. Gertrude Wizard and Master. Dante Evans. I do digital far less globally for the Kirkman campaign.
I heard you. You got skills, man. Pleasure.
I will goose chasing that source of that first delayment traffic. Whoever's behind that is adept.
I think it was well.
You like the chops?
President Moss has commissioned some sketchy stuff, but this wasn't him. I should get back in there. Tell you what I'll do. If there are any whispers in the wind, I'll let you know.
Oh, some of you might not know this, but President Kirkman canvassed for me during my first election. That this was accidental presidency. That he was daunted, overmatched, and unsure. That's why he begged me to come in to help run the country. But America doesn't need a leader filled with self-doubt. America needs strength. And that's something neither of my opponents possess. President Kirkman has been reluctant to take bold steps in office, possibly because he wasn't elected. But ladies and gentlemen, this is no time for the hesitant.
What a politician calls hesitant, you and I would call thoughtful. I'll give you an example. Earlier this evening, before I walked out here tonight, I approved the presidential pardon list, and on that list will be Puerto Rican nationalist Miguel Salcedo.
Holy shit.
Now, some of you might think of that as a controversial choice. And I guarantee you my political opponents' campaigns right now are feverishly composing attack ads as I speak. But after careful consideration, I came to the conclusion that it was simply the right thing to do.
There go the Slim States.
Not necessarily.
Now, thoughtful people can disagree, but it's the thinking that counts. Not political calculations or knee-jerk demagoguery. It requires honest, thoughtful, and well-informed thinking. Something we could do with more these days. Now, Miguel Salcedo wasn't in prison for something he did. He was in prison for what he said. And as much as I might disagree with his words, the First Amendment should have protected his absolute right to say them. Now, I know that many of you have read the outrageous conspiracy theories surrounding my wife's untimely death. And as vile as I might think they are, and as hurtful as they've been to my children, like it or not, they too represent a free people's right to a protected speech.
Where is he going with this?
Having said that, you do not have to condone the content. President Moss has failed to make any statement of condemnation. So I have to ask you, sir, can you say to me or the American people that you repudiate those lies and that you do not want the vote of anyone who traffics in such filth?
Well, this is nothing but a stunt. A transparent attempt for sympathy.
I didn't hear him say it. Maybe he's being hesitant. He most certainly isn't being thoughtful. Ladies and gentlemen, politics do not need to be this dirty. And on election day, you have the power to prevent it.
You saw it yourself, but our analytics also indicate a huge victory for President Kirkman. I mean, he brought actual passion and honesty and conviction to a debate. It was refreshing, wasn't it?
Now, that's your yay, we won face, and need some work.
I haven't seen this one.
Here we go.
Not bad. Need to think it over.
Everything's about the directions on the country. This is a huge amount. My life is eventual.
I got baseball spots. Baseball is guaranteed to break out of this.
Yeah, she's so bad for me. Next. Chris Harry and Megan.
Right now there's 22 spots.
What do you want?
You don't want to fight for Stacy.
My mom's dying.
Solid. Laughing.
She's asked me to help her and for like my mom has asked me to help her. Yes. Incident for the 25th.
You're amazing, girlfriend. Does Aaron know that? You're pretty amazing to me, and you're not even my girlfriend, and I didn't even think that we were friends.
No, we're not.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Should we follow?
No, this is our chance to see what's in there.
What about the warrant?
It's coming. But in the meantime, we're bootstrapping it.
Bootstrapping.
Technically, we know the warrant's coming, but we're just gonna get a jump on it.
Following the rules lasted longer than I expected. I thought the CIA did an issue gun.
If you think I'm going in there and stand your ground straight without my gun, hey, sweetheart. President got so well last night. You must have had a lot of fun. I'm not talking about it.
Let's see what this is worth.
You know how hard this is for you. And it is what I want. You told me. You can do it, me. You're gonna do this. You don't care. And think about it. Let's see now.
Why didn't I think of that? Great. Another biolab.
You should find my computer.
Beth, I'm so glad I found you.
I'm sorry, sir. I know I'm not supposed to be here. I just came to pick up some business.
Relax. This is exactly where it's supposed to be. I owe you an apology.
I'm sorry, I'm the one who screwed up.
You didn't do it, perhaps. You told the truth. And I respect that.
Thank you, sir. By the way, congrats on the debate win last night. You really handed Moss his ass on the platter, if I'm looking so wrong.
I have to say, it felt pretty damn good.
Authenticity goes a long way with the American people.
You know, I can't even tell anymore if I'm being authentic or if I'm performing that thing. But you spoke from your heart. And that really says something. You're a good man. Maybe you should go home and freshen up the place. It's not like you've been having this show.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it for granted.
Come talk.
You can talk.
Smashville Casino.
For Christ's sake, can you just look at me, please?
Marriage and fun.
You're the most important person in my life.
What was the high gloss we hit you?
You don't want to lose you because I'm an asshole. What you did was I said it was right. And that's what I wanted. You walk and talk, and that's how I am. I struggle to do sometimes. I love you for that. Yeah, you know. Isabel, please, forgive me. Please. I'm so sorry.
This Crawford guy's username is Crag. Any idea what that means? It's an Afrikaans word for power, strength, or virtue.
Hey, who the hell are you?
Put the gun down, Crawford.
How do you know my name?
We got a photo of you at the clinic in Toronto and at the apartment complex in Tampa.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If I may, I have a question. What's an aerospace engineer doing fucking around with DNA and infecting people with the flu?
You got the wrong guy.
Put your gun down. Let's talk about how to help you.
Help me. You haven't got a fucking clue. This is so much bigger than me. And you're not going to stop it.
Yes! Hannah!
So white supremacist symbol for Heil Hitler. H is the eighth letter of the alphabet.
Troy, you've been ignoring me for days.
Keep your voice down. I'm not having this conversation in the middle of West Point.
In here.
This is inappropriate on so many levels.
I'm sorry to feel like I took something away from you. Or that I lied. But not speaking to me isn't going to solve anything.
I don't know how to deal with this.
I booked this room. Can you just give us a minute, Felix?
I watched a lot of men die going up in Mississippi.
What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Wherever you are.
Talk like me. Love like me. You ended up with AIDS.
swore that I never did. I get that. But I told you, I'm undetectable. It's actually safer to have sex with someone who's undetectable than it is with someone that hasn't really been tested recently. When's the last time you were tested?
7 years ago.
And how many people have you hooked up with since then?
I'm a top.
The risk is different. The person I got it from was a top.
Yeah, I'm clean.
And I'm dirty. Being positive doesn't mean I am immoral, or that I'm being punished for doing something wrong.
Tell me,
See, it does.
you always wait until after before you let a guy know?
I waited because I liked you. I was actually afraid of being rejected.
Well, I can't trust
You can end this here. Whatever it is. Guys. The room's yours, I think.
Dante.
Lynn? 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 Lynn?
Wake up.
Lynn, wake up. Good. I need the ambulance right away. My wife will be 84 Maryville Street.
Oh, Tim, why are you looking at that stuff? It's just gonna make you upset.
Have you read what they're saying about you?
Yes, I have.
Why aren't you mad?
I was at first. And then I realized getting mad wasn't gonna fix anything. Sadly, sometimes being president means that people are gonna say mean things. And about the people that you love. You know what makes me feel better, though? I know the truth. I know how special Mama was. Sasha, Leo, you. The truth is, I don't know anything in the world I'm not gonna lie. Look bad.
This is shit. This is fucking vice.
Still don't know how you carry that thing.
Tom Kirkman, mourning husband and murderous spouse. You be the judge.
Your voiceover is the icing on the cake.
No difference in what engineering and electronic distortion. Look at the trick though. Setting up Kirkman's sympathizers.
Oh yeah. I couldn't have said fuck you to Moss any better if I interviewed on the side of Beyonce's tour bus. I have something for you. Someone extra in there for diverting Dante.
I don't know if you need anything else. Moss is paying me a nickel and dimes.
I'll be in touch. Baron up to the FBI. Crawford was the leader of a new branch of the Rising Dawn movement called Reclaim Our Nation. He was recruiting young professionals.
That's when you stick to it. Neo-Nazi PhDs. Another thing to keep me up all night.
Yeah, well, apparently the FBI was tracking him, the alt-right rally in Missouri, but they didn't have anything to charge him with.
So it's starting to make sense. Thinking of DNA to make a designer ethnic bioweapon. Oh shit.
What?
The bullets. The Cardinals. They killed them with the flu, using a virulent piece of smallpox. Then they targeted people of color and gave them the flu. If they put this all together, you and I and the great parts of the world are dead.
What are we looking at?
8-year-old Mateo Orellana suffering from kidney disease. His parents brought him over the border illegally 2 nights ago. He's currently receiving dialysis treatment at an ER in El Paso.
And the family's hoping to secure a transplant.
The Moss campaign is predictably demagoguing on every cable channel. They're shrieking about illness invaders taking American kidneys.
American kidneys. Moss really said that?
Phil Brunton, his cadaverous immigration troll.
What's the status of the transplant?
Hospitals refuses.
With Brunton saying that ICE should raid the ER and deport the entire family.
Dying kid and all.
Can we force the hospital to do?
Unclear.
Possibly unwise. Oh, here we go.
You can't honestly think that the American people want this kid to die.
We're 4 weeks out. It doesn't matter what the public at large wants. How does it pull in the states we need to win? The industrial Midwest and Florida.
Well, we can't do nothing, sir. The story's already blowing up.
That's right. Inaction looks like indifference.
With races tightening up, Moss is using this to secure his base.
We never had a shot at them anyway.
Quarters in free fall. We can use this as a transfigurate thing and peel away the Democratic base.
African Americans, the LGBTQ group.
And Latinos.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Now you think we should intervene?
So you convinced me, sweetie, but we'll have to do a snap poll, make sure we're right. And meanwhile, send Aaron to El Paso.
To do what?
To show some concern, be the face of the campaign.
It's an empty calorie photo of an escape we have no chance of winning.
Lower the bias time. It's a good idea.
Boss is running nervous since the debate, so go get some free coverage visiting the sick kid.
And we'll force Moss to explore on using his multimedia market that would trick him into defending.
Depleting his ability to fight in areas that we know are perhaps.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Okay, we need to know each other more. Let's not look at the transplant options. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It was justifiable use of deadly force. I repeatedly asked Crawford to put his weapon down. I guess Hitler-worshipping white supremacists don't like taking orders from people. Okay, if I had to do it over again, I would have left the civilian in the car, but I needed you to tell me that. I think we would both feel better if you just get with me. What would that disclose, Anna? And I would know, because I just received a rigorous pass screening from Director Hadley over you. For what? Uncovering a highly educated extremist hate group who's developing genocidal bioweapons? For spying on, then killing an American citizen on American soil. That's not what we do. That's the FBI's job. Yeah, well, they're doing a piss poor job of it. They had eyes on this group. They didn't have a clue. Then they'll appreciate the treasure trove you have for them. Gather up your files. The FBI is taking over from here. Diane, you can't take me off this case. Take it up with Deputy Director McMillan. He's debriefing you at 4. Deputy Director McMillan and I don't have the greatest relationship. Anna, get the hell out of my office or you'll be saying the same about me.
Good morning. You look comfortable.
It's hard to work from here when the Gosset is on the back of the sun, but this place has its charm.
You know you can stay if you want. Penny loves having you.
You? Gambling your child happiness as a cat?
I enjoy you being here too.
Sir, the French cultural attaché has arrived with his wife.
Thank you, Ashley. Would you care to play hostess? I would like to see you on.
If it would carry me to move from the
Well, the hostess of reading actions. Besides, I can't think of anyone more suited to the task.
that way. I think I'd like to play some with my company.
Good. We'll also be back in moments. Thank you.
Sorry, I have to take it. That's all right.
I don't know. I thought you were doing it.
I'm gonna go up there.
All right, Aaron has to go visit a dying boy. So, I'll make this quick. No more fucking. Each other.
You told her?
Just did. When I caught you taking the walk of shame outside his hotel room in Florida, your big, guilty deer in headlights eyes gave it away.
Look, it was a crisis in alcohol-fueled terrible mistake that will never happen again.
Whatever. Do you have any idea the microscope you're under? This cannot be monkey business as usual.
Look, I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, let's hope you're not anymore. As long as Widow Kirkman is not ready to date, this Aaron Bell romance is all I've got. It is a very valuable commodity that I need to protect.
She's right.
The Polish show women love Isabel. They do, and they like you too, Aaron. But they will turn on you like weak old fish if they think that you'll just bang anybody.
Okay, this has been fun, but I need to be literally anywhere with you.
I gotta go to Texas for reasons I'm entirely unclear about.
Well, I will email you talking points. And keep it in your pants, Romeo.
¿Dónde vas, cabrón?
Texas. Not my choice.
Wait, are they putting you to a passport?
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Fucking photo op.
It's also a way to neutralize douchebags saying brown people are coming from your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
I'll send the Secretary of Homeland Security. Don't send me on a transparent attempt to drum up Latino votes in my home state.
Hey, there's also a little boy that needs our help. Try to focus on that.
Greetings, my journalistic colleagues. Hit me.
About the Guatemalan child in Texas.
National Security Advisor Aaron Shore is on his way to El Paso now to meet with the family.
President Moss has been very vocal about the issue. Does the president plan to respond?
First of all, it's not an issue, it's a child's life. And unlike former President Moss, President Kirkman doesn't deal in demagoguery.
But the situation raises real questions about immigration policy in this country.
And there are questions that the President is happy to address at the appropriate time.
So you think the undocumented child should receive medical care?
No, I didn't say that.
Then he shouldn't receive care.
I didn't say that either. The situation is obviously very complicated.
And is silence the president's way of simplifying it?
Next question.
I don't get it. Where are the names?
Revealing your identities puts others in danger.
In honor of those members of the Central Intelligence Agency who gave their lives in service to their country. This prophet of been a Namasek and typical in the trigger. You'd be up there.
There are worse days to go, I guess.
That's on the virus page without the mental life. What's your next step?
Decide. It's domestic terrorism that's yes taking over.
Well, that's bloody bullshit. This is a global threat.
But to make their mutant viruses, you said that they needed DNA pieces that they CRISPR into their bioweapon, right? So, where did Crawford and his co-conspirators get those pieces?
There's people I could talk to.
Every country. There's who can stop you.
Mr. President, you didn't have to.
The greatest story in the world would be if we lived with those things. We're a small country.
It was accidental. Having detoxed the amount that she was previously accustomed to using for the cost of our gift.
You see what we've been doing.
The sick Guatemalan kid. That's tragic. Nasa's guys are all over making money. Using it to ignite anti-immigration stand-up.
I can't believe you had that all right. So I'm good for the chief strategist. I'd like to be the number one authority.
Let me look into it.
Yeah, sure.
Grateful for the distraction.
Great. I appreciate it.
Sorry, sir. I just received a word one of your campaign aides saying that everyone's a cost to enter into the office this morning.
The cost of it.
The attack made after was work phone, but the agency reassures that the contents have been remotely wiped clean.
Okay, but the contents of this phone, how is it?
Facial contusion he's receiving treatment for? You're infected.
I'll find out where exactly.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mobile is really good.
Sadly, it's not uncommon. White House aides are told in orientation that 1 in 5 can expect it at some point.
1 in 5? That's ridiculous. Why am I hearing about this for the first time?
It's a 1 or 200 below your pay grade.
Maybe I'll let you know that. Thank you for the being and the strength of our business. Keep your chin up.
Thank you, sir.
We'll show the Miller records. Happy Mossing.
I'd rather cozy up the pocketbooks than undocumented children. Go figure.
Yeah, don't give us your tired, boring self.
That's your role, right? The press is really hounding this kid. I'm exhausted and it's only 10 a.m.
Tell me about it. What did you order?
A quadruple shot Americano pour-over. It invigorates me.
Well, while you're briefing Howard, I'll be able to say I think I found a clinical trial my mom qualifies for.
Yeah, that's great. Have you told her yet?
I don't want to get her hopes up until I'm sure. But I have to go. Enjoy that energy drink.
Yeah, thanks. time. Now you and your illegitimate president want to shove our case forward down the waiting list to some undocumented parasites that don't belong.
Hola, hola, buenas tardes, buenas tardes. Sí, ¿no? Mucho gusto, mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. ¿Ok? Me llamo...
Hola, señor.
Yo traje campeón de la oficina del presidente de los Estados Unidos.
No,
¿Hablas inglés?
no, por favor.
A ver. Qué rico.
Emerald, what's up, buddy?
Vamos a poner algo aquí. Te queda muy bien, me queda. Muy bien.
Scared him. Didn't know I could see him, must be.
Es un problema.
Gracias. Y gracias por favor.
Gracias, pero si no recibe un trasplante, entonces, pienso que vamos a...
El doctor nos dijo que Robin es compatible con Mr. Shore, I'm Julie Smith, Surgical Director of Kidney Transplantation. This is our chief counsel, Christoph.
Right, so where are we about this?
We've been dialyzing him since he arrived.
Guided by federal law because it's an emergency.
However, once he's finished his course, we have to discharge him.
Discharge. And he needs a transplant.
Undocumented immigrants can't be placed on a UNOS transplantation.
I'm aware of that, but his mom just told me that his father was a match. Is that right?
It is. But
What?
the surgery cost $270,000. Unfortunately, unless someone were to step in and foot the bill, we can't perform the procedure.
So this is about money.
For the hospital, yes. We try to stay out of politics. That's your job, not ours.
Mars Harper,
Hey, Mars, that's all you asked for.
implement service director of fucking rat's nest. Anybody could buy the cheese and fuel.
Damn right. Alright, get this. The Secretary of HHS has the authority to increase transplantation among populations with special needs, including children who are members of racial or ethnic minority groups.
How does that help us get the cash from the failed transplant?
$7 million pot the Public Health Service can distribute at its discretion. And you're gonna love this. The regs don't specifically prohibit treating undocumented immigrants.
So we can sue their asses if they don't comply with the vet.
Guess who forgot to close this little loophole? Corey Moss. His regs were written under his administration.
Lost this could be the one to pay for the failed surgery. Give POTUS the good news.
This is over and above the
Police secretary. Very good.
the campaign office.
Not a chance. You're not working with them, are you?
Frankly, where I grew up,
You're not familiar with that, are you?
I'm not surprised.
Why do you say that?
Because most of the white folks have never been here. Even though it's 10 minutes from the capital.
Well, I'd like to see where you live. I'd like you to show me. Gentlemen, we're going to Brentwood.
Sir?
We're going to take Dante home. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
My elementary school.
Razor wire. Looks like a prison.
Metal detectors when you're working. I can walk straight home to my house. Had to zigzag around. Pick your way through the gate. Grocery stores have been closed since I can remember.
Where's your family shop? Nowhere around there. We call those food deserts. Before I became president, I proposed a plan to try and combat them. Unfortunately, the Richmond administration had other priorities.
Plans don't have to become reality.
I'm really embarrassed that I've never seen this before. It's just a few miles from the White House.
Thank you, sir.
No, Dante, thank you. For showing me. You sure you're gonna be all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
She's already been through a gauntlet of chemo.
Which is why immunotherapy might be your best bet. Our experimental treatment amplifies the immune system's response. We target the folate receptor, which is overexpressed in epithelial ovarian cancer. She received an IV dosage once every 2 weeks.
Has it been removed so far?
We're heartened, but we're lacking longitudinal data.
Okay.
It's difficult when the participants are at an advanced stage.
She beat it. She was in remission for 2 years.
I'll tell you when I review all the records.
Thank you so much. This is so good to hear.
So we do have the legal authority to force the hospital's hand.
According to subsections M and N.
The father being a natural moves to taking an American kidney injection.
We're still waiting to see how this polls.
Done. Good to go ahead. Anyone who objects to saving a child's life, I'll be more than happy to engage with. Nice work.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be there in the good news.
Oh, I'll tell him. Right. Sure.
So, since this is happening, we may as well own it. Let's get Aaron on TV with the boy.
Lean in.
Personalize it. 1 death is a tragedy, 1,000,000 deaths, a statistic.
Stolen. A hero.
Buy this magazine and we'll kill the stuff.
Yeah, something like that. Go get to work.
It's 10.
Sir, do you need me?
Your cup is...
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Have you ever been mugged on your way to work here?
Not so far, sir. I've been lucky.
Coleman Harris is a professor here at Miami Georgetown University. Let's see if we can get his details.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you, everyone, for coming. It's always nice to come back home to Texas. Being here today reminds me of the first time I ever landed in the hospital. When I was in 4th grade, I had appendicitis. Luckily, we had access to health care that fixed me up. I was back home in a couple of days. This is Mateo Orellana. You've heard a lot about him this last week, but I thought it best for you to get to know him. Now, Mateo likes soccer, hot chocolate, and the Avengers. Mateo. Mateo is about the same age I was when I got sick. But he's from Guatemala, where medical options for his condition are non-existent. So his parents did what any loving parent would do. They brought Mateo to the one place they knew he had the best chance of surviving, the United States. Well, we can save Mateo without displacing anyone from the UNO's transplantation list. Mateo's father is ready and willing to give his kidneys to save his son's life.
Anytime we have options where the physician's privilege, it requires close attention to where to get it, not to hurt them. I think we all want to understand that. All right, I'll take the question.
Life is pretty damn lucky.
I've been told.
Okay, I'm gonna go fix some restroom here after we give them the opioids. They stop breathing, someone finds them, calls 911, they get put on a vent. Brain damage for life.
Lynn is gonna be okay.
And this time, I better keep some Narcan on hand, just in case.
How much is this place for you cost?
If it's okay, probably about the same as the whole dinner with a fancy Georgetown up there.
First of all, we got insurance.
I'm sure about it. $60,000 at least.
Like you said, pretty damn lucky.
Forward. So good to see you. Thank you for coming. Thanks for the invite. Yes. How long has it been? Since Columbia? 5 years. 4 key influential positions ago for you. I should have asked you here a long time ago. I'm sorry. Guilty as charged. And now you're running for re-election. Yes, but that's not why I asked you here. I have just learned the rolling Clyde White House staff is going to expect me a month on the way to work, and I think that's disgraceful. Because it's happening to privileged elite people? No, because this is the capital of the United States, and we should be an example. We can do better. I took a little tour and read your report on environmental contributors to adverse health conditions in lower income communities. You keep up? It's fascinating stuff. I learned that cockroach infestation is related to asthma, chronic ear infections to poor reading skills, a lack of access to fresh fruits and vegetables, to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and everything else that could follow. All easily preventable, like the Atlanta Project. The purpose-built community, yes. The idea? Transform the community environment itself. Clean up repairs, improve or restore services, fix the neighborhood out from under the residents. Gentrification without this project. I want to try that here. It costs money. How'd you accomplish it in that? A benefactor, along with some local and state funds. I don't want you to be a part of this. Then, you know.
The White House art collection includes 65,000 objects and 500 paintings.
Can't be all in this day, yeah.
When Margarita became president, he and my late sister selected work from the collection as well as paintings on loan from the National Gallery, like this one, Watson and the Shark by John Singleton Pipeway. It's quite striking. It depicts the rescue of an orphan boy attacked by a shark at the Amazon.
A lot of clothes, no? For a president?
On the contrary, the president is quite drawn to paintings that depict triumph over adversity, the beauty of his land.
Well said. President Chapman's son is facing shots during his election.
With that awful mess, the reading that poor little boy needs a transplant. How can your country treat a child this way? At times my country can have a poor child. One of the reasons I moved to France was because we believe healthcare is a human right.
We also believe that children have rights to education, housing, and to be special. Your country is the only one that has ratified the UN Convention that protects the rights of all children.
Why hasn't the president said he supports it? The Senate must ratify it. Then we should put pressure on the Senate. Perhaps we should move on.
Your opposite message is a treatment of children is much to be desired.
What did you do after the fire?
There's walls. Seemed up to bite.
Just the one, actually.
It would have been nice to have had a chance to interview Crawford.
I did get a few questions off before I had to neutralize him. He was less than forthcoming. His hard drive bore a little more fruit, but I mean, the guy was literally a rocket scientist, so smart enough not to leave a huge paper trail.
And the trail he did leave?
Led us to the group reclamation.
Which the investigators already knew about.
Well, it also confirmed something that you didn't. That Crawford was behind the genetically modified flus that were causing miscarriages in Toronto and harming people of color in Tampa.
Anything else?
Yes, he had some final words. He said, "This is so much bigger than you, and you're not going to stop it."
Indicating an imminent threat.
Yes, and the possible existence of a co-conspirator who's out there, ready and willing to execute.
His hate group, obviously.
We didn't find any evidence.
We've tried to reclaim our nation to an enclave in Wyoming. We raid it tomorrow. I'll take your plan.
I'd like to be there.
When we're finished here, the FBI will try no further assistance from Commonwealth.
Are you kidding me with this bill, Gregory? You're supposed to keep Alan from bleeding me dry. I'm going to end up paying my lawyer more than my ex-husband. Well, no, I can't sit through another mediation looking at smarmy, gold-digging face. Cut me the best deal you can. I'm just done.
Do me a favor, give me some fucking good news.
Okay, well, the latest coin data indicates a groundswell support from the tail.
Well, how's he doing in the states we care about?
Gangbusters in the Rust Belt, and it's growing in Texas.
Holy cow, the kid is a godsend. When is his surgery?
Tomorrow morning, and people are invested. I think they're going to do another press conference.
In really tight scrubs, I'm hoping. Okay, you stay here tonight and, monitor things.
My mother is fine before this.
Well, I'm not a monster. Why don't you go and let her in, give her a big hug, and then get your ass back here?
Little stale. The cafeteria gathers up all the candy bars they haven't sold and sticks them in here. For night owls, I don't believe anything at 4 a.m.
I can barely taste it.
Who'd you get sick?
My wife.
You want to talk about it?
Not really.
I understand.
I wish I understood.
I think human beings are wired to all answers. Reasons for what isn't easily explained.
My wife's addicted to opiates.
Does she want to get better? What do you want?
I don't know.
That's okay.
Your specialty, huh?
You're cold. So what's in your mind tonight?
I don't know what to do. If I leave her, I'll feel guilty. If I stay, I'll be miserable. And then I'll leave that call, but it's not over.
She has to want to get better. It's not all you. But it's not all on her either. What's your role in this?
My cheating. That's on me. I work you late, so they have to come home. That's on me too.
Don't change your behavior. Know what you can do. Folks think it's so complicated, they're all tangled up in their own relationships and lives. But they often don't realize that a choice. Staying where they can go. They can be honest. And lie. Maybe this will be your next hard decisions. You're not yourself in the world for the past. Carry over.
Our timing couldn't be better. Our intel says an emergency summit was called at the Crawford's deck. And we have every damn one of them in there.
We should send Officer Wells a thank you card.
I would suggest you keep eyes on that one. If she doesn't get invited to the party, she gets followed.
Perimeter is secure.
Showtime.
All teams are in place and good to go. On my count. 3, 2, 1. Right! What the hell is this? They're dead. Every last one of them. Get hazmat in here. They've all bled out. Everybody, fall back.
Mom, how are you? You never do so well. She needs to lie down. This is Tina that I've been raving about. She'll be taking care of me, so I'm not such of a bother.
Nice to meet you, Tina. And Mom, you're never a bother. Oh, Mom, I have some great news. I met with someone at the NIH, and you've been accepted into a trial therapy. It's the most promising thing out there for a cure.
I'm too tired to think about that right now. Let's talk when we get home from work. I'm not gonna go up tonight. Go! And if you're talking to President Kirkland, tell him not to worry. I voted by mail before we left. Oh.
Secretary Goff, please, have a seat. Well, in your campaign, it seems actually impossible to get anything else done. But I wanted to let you know that if we're fortunate enough to win this thing, I would like you to continue leading the Department of Housing and Urban Development.
I would be honored to continue the work you started there.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't there long enough to accomplish what I'd hoped to. And as president, well, there never seems to be enough time to go around. Your fiscal year end is coming up, right?
It is.
So you're in the middle of that frantic search of where to spend the rest of your funding so your budget doesn't get cut off by the next appropriations.
You know the deal.
Well, today might be your lucky day because I think I have an idea how you might want to spend that money.
Roger? What are the chances?
They're very good. Let me go with Houston's headquarters to let me know if there's about the 460 on sickness. This is actually what I'm more worried about.
Okay, what are you talking about?
The immunosuppressant medication for the procedure so that the body doesn't reject his kidney. It's not cheap.
Well, what's it cost?
If you're uninsured, it can run upward of $17,000 a year.
How long will it take to get?
Every year. For the rest of his life. And I've got to get the
Yeah.
The God knows. I'm pacing like I'm going to hit a... I wanted to ask you something. Are there any provisions in the HHS code that cover after kidney transplantation?
No, it only address procurement and allocation.
The doctor was telling me that Mattel's anti-rejection drugs are running about 17 grand a year. That's a bit over $1 million. I mean, that's freaking outrageous.
In perspective, though, it's not that much.
But 1.2 million is not that much.
Not when you compare it to what gets spent on election campaigns. $2 billion this cycle, that's fucking outrageous.
I got it.
Oh, what can I say?
No, you just give me an idea. I'll call you right back. I think we can extubate your wife later today. She's almost ready to breathe on her own.
That's a relief.
Now, the next step in her treatment is to wean her off the opioids.
Got to rehab 3 times, and that's not good.
Well, the good news is we have a new drug that's an phase 3 trial and successfully used to decrease dependency and reduce the dangers of overdose. This explains the risks, the benefits. I recommend you and Mrs. Hart to consider it. No, but it will be soon. If the FDA gives its final approval, the results have been very promising.
Made by Playtime. Owned by Jordan Clark.
You know?
We played tennis at our club.
Well, he has a lot of experience in gaining weight.
The fuck he does. He made the shit that she sucked on, and now he wants to charge her with a new drug to treat her addiction.
No, there's no charge. It's still in trial.
Oh, so you want to use my wife as a guinea pig to make this drug sucker even richer?
Hi guys, 1 in 25, a fresh masterpiece.
Go home and get it.
We will open one suitcase, full team.
Thank you, Council. I wanted to take this moment to inform you, as members of the Congressional Black Department, that a HUD pilot project will be announced later today when it completely revitalizes the low-income neighborhood of Brentwood right here in Washington, D.C. As a model, we're planning to use the highly successful purpose-built community in Atlanta, and hope that it will serve as an example for future projects across the country.
And help you win black votes?
I understand the cynicism of your remark. As long as there have been candidates for office, no lip service to the concerns of black voters. But I am not just a candidate. I am the sitting president of the United States, and I'm not making hollow promises for some future action. This project is going to happen whether I win the election or not.
We look forward to the next.
But
We didn't have to deliver courtesy anyway.
no.
If you'll indulge me, I would like to take your thoughts one more. Black people have no permanent enemies, just permanent interests. And I don't believe a Morse administration will serve those interests.
Our constituents largely identify with Democrats.
With all due respect, Porter's polling third and he's fading. He is good.
Nothing would subject to a follow through if we give you our endorsement. This has happened countless times before. When you ran hard and promised to address school prejudice, those were promises unkept.
As I said earlier, this project is complicated. It can either be an orphan, or the beginning of the first truly meaningful nation or urban renewal program for the life. You see, I believe all of this.
I'm like, he didn't do nothing wrong, he was only like 35 inches, hey, what's your six?
When Mateo's out of surgery, the doctors say things went as well as they could have done. Both he and his father are recovering nicely, and they should be discharged in the next couple of days. Now, here's where we run into another issue. See, Mateo, like every transplant recipient, will need what's called anti-rejection medication in order to keep his kidney healthy. He will need this medication for the rest of his life. Now, the fact that people like Leon and many working-class Americans can't afford this medication, the fact that this medication is so expensive, now that's a discussion for another time. What's most pressing now is that we find a way to give Mateo the medication he needs. Here's my approach. It's elections. Maybe you were thinking about picking in a few bucks to the Clinton campaign or Tony with Moss or William Ford. Well, instead, why don't you text Mateo to 70773? It'll instantly send $10 to Mateo's phone. In fact, I'll be the first one to do it. Let's take a break from politics and focus on what really matters. Mateo to 70773. Thank you.
This project will be the first of a broader program, transforming neglected neighborhoods in every corner of this great land. President Clinton met with the leaders of the Congressional Black Caucus, and they told them to close the project.
You gotta replay the role in this.
Guess I should have gotten more of what he said about what we wanted to do.
It's a good thing, right?
I guess. But it's not just paying lip service to get the guy.
You think Cody could do that?
He wouldn't do it.
Alright, Alex, I'll get one together right now. Yo, I know you didn't just say that as anything. Who are you? Triple Preds? That's all it's on.
Oh my god. Are you watching this?
Preds, kind
Yes.
of.
Her baby has anything to do with it?
Go back in the day when it really started to boom. Like Triple Preds was such a big product.
Please go back now.
I know him, I didn't find him something else.
You can't let me know about that. Just
I don't know, maybe I'm being paranoid, but
get paranoid about what?
a reporter's been dogging me, asking me questions about my status, about how I came to the United States, about how you know me.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. I've been avoiding him.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
He's been making these threats, saying he'll report me to ICE.
I was always going to quote you.
How can you be sure?
I work for the president.
But what if you lose?
You gotta keep this to yourself. Yeah.
George?
Well, hey, Mars. Hardly see you around anymore.
The election went out. Can you tell on your vote, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. What's the score? I swear, I feel like it's gonna jump out of my skin. Something bad. I think they were taking some of your stuff.
I imagine this is just an inkling compared to what those dopesick folks do in these times. I heard that the gradings are so bad that it's going to focus on anything else. When you try to do something, anything, like a sandwich, fix some bills, and you just can't function without them. And once you get them rewired, then you just want more. What the fuck? Must be excruciating.
Nico for the Red Sox.
What do you want, Arthur? Been part of the problem, now be part of the solution.
I don't know what you're talking about. We help people manage their pain.
You put them like a dope dealer on the street.
Okay, that's enough.
No, I'm not finished.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fine, do this. Make amends. If someone doesn't have insurance, give them some drug users for free. Or if someone dies, just donate the proceeds to abstinence or harm reduction programs.
That's not gonna happen now.
Maybe I'll be able to appreciate it.
What, are you threatening me?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. If you asked me, I'd say I'm managing my pain.
I don't know what the blue fuck you told them, but we just got an official endorsement of the entire Congressional Black Caucus.
Good. All I need to do is deliver a nationwide urban miracle.
Not my station. What is? Some illuminating polling that just came in.
How's it looking?
Amazing. 5 hours and 30 days, almost $900,000. We should go by the end of the day.
Excuse me, Mr. Short, meeting you over. You're coming with me. We did this together.
This? What should that?
It's still being analyzed at Quantico, but some form of hemorrhagic fever, genetically recognized. But they were developing a virus targeting people of color. I assume all of these white supremacists were white. Probably that they thought they were safe around it. They were all dead within 12 hours of exposure. If this had gotten out, it would have been a catastrophic pandemic. We should be proud of him.
Alright guys, I gotta drop you Pokemon's freaks. You guys ready for this?
Hey, it's Hannah. They're moving me back to analysis. It's over.
So the question we have before us now is when we're released from the hospital, what do we do with you all over?
We could put them in your side.
When's the temporary residency moving?
You sure the asylum claim is legitimate?
Does it matter?
Yes, yes, it does.
This is practically David Taylor as a life. He's a clear target for police.
Yeah, or the cartels will steal the money from his medication.
Maybe considering deportation.
That's all it takes.
I'm just wondering if the Mouse campaign? Someone told me this from Florida. Everyone's having to tell about his kidney, but the Latinos their favorite deportation.
Cubans?
Not only Cubans, and majority Puerto Ricans on the side. The Latino electorate is not monoelectric.
Are we really going to make a full-driven decision?
No, we're not. But we're also looking to sending out a message that if you have a life-threatening medical condition and manage to get across the border illegally, that that's somehow a path to permanent residence.
I did break the law.
Crossing border illegally is a misdemeanor. It's like they went over the speed limit racing to the hospital.
More like running a red light, but with the point.
What do you
I think if I thought I knew.
I guess the question is about the camera in Mexico. Something you can't do. You have been exceptionally bad.
This is in the vault right here. This is old school. Good Sapphire. I love this year personally.
You do connect me to the Capitol Police.
Sapphire, 2021 overdraft, 2022 2020,
Yes.
20,
I'm
21
2 years old.
Sapphire, Bowman Sapphire, Top Stroke Sapphire, Top
Friend
Stroke
isn't around
Sapphire,
last
Bowman Draft Sapphire.
I bet you can. What didn't he tell you? He's a guy posing as a woman.
Are you guys ready?
So shall we.
You guys ready? seconds.
Not terrible reality show. I'm not very interested. 10 minutes.
27 spots. 3 combos. All cards shipped. Every spot will get a package. Best I can do, guys. 309. That's ridiculous. He's at 10 for 165. This is 19. 165 times 2 is 330. That's crazy, guys. 19 fucking boxes. I know he's gonna drive me nuts though. What is that? Hasn't been like that?
So that I could take care of you. I need you to do that.
Guys. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's go. This is such a break, guys. This is a real deal break right here. Just said we don't like this. This is too good of a break to pass up on. Possibly music. This is not the ones that goes away. Yeah. Yeah, we'll use the same combos. 19 boxes. What's that? That's one that's not in this, right? 19 boxes, guys. What do you mean fucking breathe, man? Many men. Many men. Come on, guys. Let's rock. That's it. Got $1 off.
As you know, due to the intervention of the Kirkman administration, Mateo Orellana has received the life-saving medical treatment for which he came to the United States. The Orellana family extends their gratitude to the American public for their support during this difficult time. Upon Mateo's discharge, the Orellana family will return to Guatemala. The doctor will coordinate his care with the hospital.
I don't want to get that triple drink right now, except chill.
What was his situation?
Yeah, we'll try that a little bit.
Not only is it incoherent policy,
Everybody's going to get cards for this break. That's guaranteed. Every spot in this break is going to get cards.
running
You know, a lot of regional company, you'll get cards. Every spot in this break is going to get cards.
wind up with nonsensical, contradictory, entirely contradictory stuff. But do the American people really want 4 more years of this hand-wringing, rudderless, retrospective, maybe this, maybe that, what should I do? Damn the criminals.
I'll swap a couple bucks out for Bowen if you'd rather have it. I think Top Scroll personally is better. Okay, yeah, we'll leave these. Grab those 2. And this one. And give me that one, and then give me those. Guys, look, I'll add more Bowen, and I'll add more of that Bowen. 4 boxes, I'll swap out. I think Top Scroll better personally. I'll handle that for you. Top Scroll and Mike Trout Rose and shit in it. Alright, I'll swap it for you guys. I'll swap it here. Fuck it, let's swap it. Ready, go, we'll leave it 5 boxes. No, we'll leave it 4 boxes. Yeah. Just go right to make some show. And grab me, one more of those and one more of those.
The local reporter in San Antonio posted this story last night on the Mexican political news. When he was 16 years old, since in 1996, Aaron illegally transported a undocumented child from Mexico across the United States.
So we didn't learn from this.
Hang on, I'm gonna reach out. Ready, watch.
Now.
So you got 3 Top Scrolls, that's it. And here's 1 per box.
Considers the amount of clothes, but you can't be surprised by their operational budget is a line item for both. All I'm trying to say is it's a lot more complicated than they think. There are these things.
Right. So our racist friends in Reclaim Our Nation hard to say a very catchy name for an ethnostate. They were trafficking in biological compounds that were synthesized at the DIY lab found in Japan. So where did the pieces come from? The pieces, the components. The little genetic bits they twisted together into their diabolical custom bugs. In this case, they come from a company called Genesco.
The point is, the bits weren't ordered by the lab. They were ordered by another business, a brewery north of Boston. And you think, what, that this brewery is some sort of clearinghouse? That they send the bits to the lab? It merits further investigation. Check it out. If we're moving beyond domestic tourists, you can speak to a friend here who may have some insight into what's bringing in this operation.
What the hell were you thinking? I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about now. You know better. Why did you keep this to yourself? Get the hell out.
He told me and I told him to keep it to himself.
You told him what?
Please, don't say anything.
You don't get to make a call about a subject like that.
We don't have a little problem with mixed messages. The president has deported a family for entering the country illegally, and you've become the poster boy for open borders.
Mr. President, I should resign from the
We'll see how the speech goes.
Please advise that you'll be making an adjustment from the eastern, pre-employed women's on the west coast are capable of carrying.
This is meant for what?
It's meant to give you the opportunity to deliver a convincing mea culpa to the country. So this unrepentant thing you got going, you better smooth it over with contrition, ASAP.
I suggest you get to work. That's all. Landlord. I'm using that two statements. When the parent stays on the ticket when he goes. While you're at it, draft your own resignation. I can let you know if I need it later. No. Am I overreacting?
No, not at all.
How's Lynn?
Good.
Still in the hospital?
Yes. But she regained consciousness last night, so she's through the rest of it.
Okay, good. Keep me posted.
What am I supposed to say? I'm sorry for bringing a contributing member of society into our country that's filled with natural-born entitled assholes who take their citizenship and privilege for granted.
Well, I mean, maybe not. Look, if it's me, I don't think you do anything wrong. I don't think you have anything to be ashamed of. This is the definition of a wedge issue. So you've got to take care not to be so hardline as to alienate the liberal base. But then you've got to be just hardline enough to convince independents you're not overly lenient on immigration.
You need me?
No. Her.
You got this.
He loves that place. And he can see some movies for him, you know?
The Capitol Police told me about the incident at the Washington.
This kind of thing happens all the time, no one cares. Most of us, conservatives are in the middle of the TV, but it's from the spinning into the legislature. Please stop using that word. Instead of state representatives, is this my right? Or the way you Yes. Absolutely. That was an area of martial arts. Didn't you just give a speech extolling the virtues of privacy? What was your point that everyone has a right to privacy except when it's convenient for you?
Sasha, this is about me.
It's about me. My answer is no. Everything else.
Thank you. I know I'm looking at this from the outside, yeah, but we need to do something, figure out how to respond.
For sure.
General Kellis.
I have a potential national security issue and I need to bring to your attention.
Right?
Yeah, 2 more F-22s intercepted a couple of Russian Tu-95 air bombers.
Yeah.
identification zone.
And where exactly is this?
Goes south of Kodiak Island, goes to Alaska. If the D-95s continue on their current course, and that is a big if, they'll by Seattle, which is 3 hours. Normally, the turnaround is really is too much off on but we're not at risk when it's sitting there.
I'm coming with you. I want to see if there's anything we can do with the marching pals from the Bidola.
Who do you have in mind?
No federal agency ever exercised its oversight in stripping these big pharma factories of their past. We're using this clause as a sample, we should be using it for the purpose.
Well, I can get in touch with them and take that one. See whether that's going to be retainable or
I prefer to look at a specific company, last time, find out where they're vulnerable, and then what's something there.
any reason why we're only focusing on that thing?
Because I have to. Come up with.
Manufacturing sector doesn't appear driving here.
What's not their profit margin I'm interested in?
Unless it doesn't crop beers, it's going to be count the end. Only lenses and I cheers.
You could help, you could manage the school.
This is true. Whatever you decide, you gotta do it fast. Decisiveness is key here, especially when your opponents are characterizing you as ineffectual and irresolute.
Ineffectual and irresolute. I get that from the North campaign. I don't get why the press isn't writing. But during my presidency, I successfully navigated a hostage crisis, dealt with terrorists, natural disasters, hell, even the Congress. Not to mention rebuilt the United States government after an unprecedented disaster. What the hell did they want from me?
Could you rescue a baby from a burning building, please?
President.
No problem.
No female president that's going back to the
Monarchy.
unprecedented. We do these ones in pairs.
What's your thinking?
The F-22 stayed on the tail mark road there. The report of the windshield was dark in the house. We waved our wings to try and communicate with the Russian crew, but we got no response.
Well, not exactly. That's not okay. That doesn't make sense. You think something happened?
That's what that we're assuming that supplemental oxygen.
Well, best case scenario. Was it incapacitated? Tell me about the other system on the team.
If the nukes are loud and it hits the island, we're looking at a high estimation of 250,000 dead. And so the plane is an hour away from U.S. mainland. If we want to shoot it down, we need to do it over water.
We're not shooting down the Russian plane, even if the crew is dead until we talk to us. Here's the next time you have one information. Tell them I need to speak to their president.
This is just another example of an unprepared, oblivious, accidental president who's letting the terms dictate him and he didn't dictate himself.
Hey, have you finished your speech?
In the middle of something, Lorraine.
I'm in the middle of something too. It's called the presidential campaign, which we're currently losing, no small thing.
I'm also the national security advisor, and right now that takes precedence.
Hey, if you need breakfast, I can go.
No, stay. I'm looking forward to visiting you in Hatchet Jail. Just, don't scoop in my talk to her.
Oh, okay, no, hold on there.
This is an unreasonable amount of fidget spinners. Seth, these aren't even a thing anymore. Think about that.
I have a lot of problems. Do you know what's happening in the certain room? Seems like there's commotion afoot.
No, no idea. I could keep up in here trying to find an eloquent way to potentially end my friend's political career, as well as my own.
He's not gonna fire you.
Are you sure? Because I would fire me.
The malls on the school, they're already all over cable news with this assumption thing. They're making it seem like she's some sort of liberal scourge. They're dead naming her, using her free transition. I didn't even know what that was until today.
That's the problem. They're on some talk shows, doing newspaper interviews, not run to have their Vanity Fair for their last days in their place.
She's a private person. She doesn't want to be in the limelight.
I know that, and I know she doesn't, and okay, this might sound a little bitchy, but then maybe she should get out of it.
And come on, it's not exactly fair.
You're right, it isn't fair. But what also isn't fair is that there are millions of people suffering in silence because they don't have the privilege of being the president's sister-in-law. And it's just hard to sympathize with somebody whose voice could make such an impact and she just chooses not to use it.
Speaking of privilege. Okay, so how do I get her to do something?
You are so skilled in medical thinking.
Just tell me. What would you say?
Don't say
Well,
it.
after it's an addiction.
2018 college Mrs. Toy Bag. Mars. Isn't it that and black nice product line?
And?
They were all generated in-house with proprietary R&D, no federal funding. So none of them would be subject to merchant rights. Maybe another company?
Not another company, this company. If you can't get me what I need, I'll take care of this myself.
Can I open this?
Just hoping to speak to a manager.
We don't have a manager, strictly speaking. More of an informal operation. I'm the brewmaster, though, so I suppose I got seniority.
So this is your place?
I don't know, been in the family for generations.
Have you guys purchased specialized materials from a company called Genetical?
Where'd you say you were from again?
Department of Health and Human Services. Do you mind if I ask why you would have ordered a shipment containing genetic components of the smallpox virus?
Smallpox. And they wiped that off the face of the earth. Look, I've ordered from Genetica before, but nothing hazardous, like you said. Synthetic hops, pieces to blend together.
Really? A GMO beta?
Yeah,
We're working on it.
future of the industry.
Sensible, eco-conscious, saves water, makes room for more essential crops.
Yeah, my grandfather would hate to hear it, but it actually tastes better, too. Look, I stopped buying from Genetica. Customer service is terrible. Shipping's a mess. I'm not surprised they made a mistake.
Great, thanks for your time. Sorry about it.
No bother at all.
Hey, you know who you could get to endorse your beer when it comes out? Trump. Gronkowski,
Oh, yeah, great idea.
right? I mean, he'll just name him. Go Pats.
Go Pats.
I grew up north of here. He doesn't ride for the Patriots.
Your Patriots are American footballers, yes? And this Gronk is some kind of beloved regional champion.
Oh yeah. If you grew up here, it's your religion. That thing you said about Genetical's record keeping being a mess, that sounds credible to you?
Doubtful. Most of us in this racket have a touch of the OCD. By making Geneticals chronically ill. That last bit sounded almost Gilbert and Sullivan to me.
Just check with your maid. When the day's done, come back here and give a shakedown.
You know this, wait a minute. There were the chase, the charge of the hunt. Go that?
Yeah. I guess so good.
The Russian Minister of Defense is on the hotline. General Golovin.
General Golovin.
Mr. President,
Sir, within minutes, one of your bombers is going to enter our airspace. If you don't intervene, we will have to shoot it down.
we have the situation under control.
It doesn't look like that from our vantage point. What are you doing?
I regret to tell you I'm not authorized to discuss that.
Well, you better start discussing it because we're running out of time. Have you remotely disarmed the nukes on board?
Like the United States, the Russian Federation either confirms or denies the presence of nuclear weapons on its planes or submarines.
General, you better tell your president we've got 10 minutes to deal with this bomber, and we certainly will.
It's your decision, Mr. President, as it is your airspace. Do what you will, but tread very carefully.
They should be. There's no trouble. We have discussed that. And you're going to turn out to tell me that? Yes. That's our boss. We need to bring Cyber Command into the conversation to get help somewhere. Bring them in. Where the hell is Mars?
Mr. Harper, the commissioner's right. He apologized.
No harm, no foul.
Commissioner Richter, I say the holdup was urgent, but I worry you take offense. How do you mean?
Just wrapped a call on baby reptiles and salmonella. Not in the public job description.
Seems that nothing is these days. Thanks for taking the time.
If this has something to do with my handover, I compiled a list of possible candidates, mostly some former advisors, some equitable policy.
There's nothing to do with your succession.
Then what can I do for you?
Like,
What about them?
their new drug up for approval, and you have it that it's in clinical trials.
Right, it is.
How's that looking for Jordan Black? I'm assuming the FDA is going to continue its tradition of granting his products fast track treatment.
Mr. Harper, you know, I can't discuss an ongoing review process. I mean, it would be
Unethical. As unethical as manufacturing a drug that addicts more than 2 million people, and then creating another to counteract that addiction.
This discussion could land each of us in a bit of trouble. I think it's in both of our best interests that we end it here. As a matter of courtesy, I won't forget to respect the 2 years between us.
Thank you, Precious.
Are you loitering?
I would prefer that we called it attractively idling. I'm waiting to finish conversation with the president. We were interrupted by a situation. In the situation room? In Intel?
I'm afraid not.
Have you seen Emily?
Yeah, she's in my office, suffering.
Son of a bitch, motherfucker, piece of shit cunt. Sorry.
I wouldn't change a word.
Diane, you never called me anymore.
Oh, you're in the private sector now, Doc. You have nothing to share.
Oh, no. I still have so much to share. Nancy, it's not, it is so very difficult to put in down. But you know this.
I have a question. Why make your own such invaluable expertise? Scientists involved in chemical and biological weapons programs back in the day. Who's still in the game?
Think of it now, the British folks. The Canadians, the Australians. Why me?
It's an open secret that Israel helped South Africa with their nuclear program in the 90s. Less of an open secret that your government may have also helped them with their bioweapons research. Specifically, their racially targeted bioweapons research.
Oh, yes. You're referring to their Project Coast. We know about it, of course, but it wasn't our affair.
I'm sure the side has tabs on the principles. So, again, who's still in the game?
The only one from Project Coast that we lost track of was a man named Luther Lomberg. Sickest of the lot, if you ask me. He could be dead. Could have faked his death. Could be in the room.
Do you have a most recent case?
I can get it.
Thank you.
Okay, now, in the old days, you would have still been in transaction like this.
Well, let's just see how this plays out next year.
I'm sorry, I should have told you. I'm not the one you owe the apology to, although, sort of I am. How are those statements coming?
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Look, can you, make the curtain? Thank you. Okay, I don't know exactly the time it seems like.
Okay, I'm only going to say this once, and if I'm asked about it under oath, I will probably deny. But sometimes family takes priority, and it sounds like this is one of those times. Take it from the lady who's in the home stretch of her third divorce. What about these? I have to finish them. Yeah, I'll finish those up. What? I need something to do. Oh yeah, let's not do that.
Mr. President, Admiral Slade. Admiral, I was getting there a solution for us here.
In 2016, we recovered a Russian-made MiG-29 KR that went down in Syria. Did some reverse engineering and learned how we might hack the automatic pilots of enemy fighters. On your command, you can initiate the hack. Try to redirect the bomber's course back over the Pacific.
We don't use it. It's never been tested before. And no one else knows that we have this technology. I was sort of this is the first time I've heard of it. If you use it now, we give away that game. What do you think?
So the tech is designed to work in a situation just like this. If it doesn't work, you guys, if it works, revealing the secret's a whole lot better than having to do a bomb setting off on practice.
I agree. So,
Holy, hey, do you want this by chance? He's not in his office.
Yeah, probably there's some all hands on deck situation there. So.
Hey, this is awkward. I heard Aaron confided in you about Marilu Santiago. Is that true? And do you know why he would do that? Why he would tell you and not me?
No, I don't know. You know, we were working on the campaign together, so maybe she has to know that. I guess so.
Dante.
Mr. Press Secretary. Oh, shit, that's right. How you doing, man? Okay?
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Let's not listen to you guys.
Yeah, sure. So, you know how you helped Isabel with those video testimonials, persuade the drug company to stop in your patient's household? She told me about it. So, I'm wondering if you can help me with something similar. Something to persuade Sasha. Not that she's her patient's household, but something to persuade her to, engage.
Like with what? Transgender supercut?
Oh, she could have put it that way.
I got that one.
Hi, Mom. Hi, sweetheart.
Just gave her the pain that she should get back in 4 hours. You guess what she'll need? No, she said she wasn't going to. When patients like me, especially patients at the mother stage, it's usually the same. So let us know where we're coming from. All the plans are in Facebook, the last steps. Just let me know when you're ready. See you.
What's really horrible to you? I mean, why is everyone up and disappeared in the middle of the campaign process? We're getting killed in the press, and I can't get the president. I can't get my VP candidate, who's supposed to be saving his own bacon on national TV in a couple of hours. You've been totally AWOL. What the fuck is happening in this situation?
I don't know, Lorraine. I'll do what I can to find out.
I hate chasing men.
Nice of you to join us. Okay, I can remember that.
We're ready to go on your command, sir.
Here we go. Contact the FAA. I think you need in airspace. Plane doesn't turn, we'll take it down with the uniform national force.
Is there nukes on board?
Great, probably going to take me.
The hack is initiated, sir. Now we're uploaded.
He's turned in!
Nicely done, Mr. President. Nicely done, Aaron. Great job, man. Great job. Admiral, thank you very, very much. General, how much fuel is on board?
7 hours worth, give or take. At this trajectory, she should go down just north of Midway Island, far away from any population centers.
Fantastic. Great work, everyone. Thank you very much.
Did they teach you in there?
Which you can.
All right, so do you have a draft that I can look at? Oh, and I'm sure that the telephones with people would like to see it too.
We've been dealing with prices all day long. We're going to have to postpone it.
No, whoa. Well, the fuck we are. Well, you've been in the sit room playing Stratego. Moss's cat dogs have been all over the news, making you not speak coyote in chief. If we don't seize the story back right now, that's it, you're done.
Good. So, shave that pretty face and put on your big girl panties. Do or die time.
Thanks, Paul. I'm the president appreciate it. I really hesitate to say what this is about for the president and definitely not have a little press conference. That's the way.
No worries. That could be Friday, actually. Tiny cars with trip magnets.
Let's get started. I see we have a few new faces tonight. This is a safe space. Discussion is welcome. Judgment is not. Who wants to begin?
My first introduction to transness was those disgusting female impersonator segments on Murray Conan. So it was like an introduction to the concept, but not the humanity of it.
So many of us as trans people, so much of our day is like, how do I feel like today? And it's like, that's dark.
I've had friends who have been fired from their jobs are homeless because they had simply just came to work and said, I need it.
Some days it's easy to be so full of pride, and some days it's like you're full of something with your birthday, it's not changed yet, you see it, and it just destroys everything, and then you can't breathe it. Depending on where I go, which day it is, and like, using different washrooms is like so nerve-wracking now, because before, if they were gender, I would just use the women's washroom. It's a whole other level of like fear.
There's a privilege that I'm getting. I've benefited a lot from the previous generation in this community. We all spend so much of our life pretending to be somebody else. And that means that like we're hiding from ourselves and we're hiding from the people that love us, and at the end of the day, like when we have to hide who we are, those us and the people that love us leave.
How about you? Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
To listen.
Now I find that I'm in this really great state where I'm so proud of my transness, I'm so proud of my outness and my disability.
I am a trans, like every single one of us is a trans, like, and that's why we should just be proud for ourselves that other people consider pride.
I would be interested, yes. So now, I'm on my list. Going off campus, now we'll bring the car around.
But the real story should be about what I did. Work with no one knows about protecting.
Forget about what you're expecting. The Parkman or Lorraine or even I. Stay with you yourself.
I don't know. Is that? Well, not just for me, for the kids. Personal time. That means something.
to explain myself. I came here tonight to apologize. And what I need to do is take responsibility. When I was 16 years of age, I took an undocumented 6-year-old child across the border. The parents had been killed, and she had no place to go. But that's no excuse. What I did was against the law, and I have to take responsibility. I have to own what I did and who I am. But first, let's take a look at what Marilu Santiago did. Even though she could never become a citizen because of the way she entered our country, she graduated from college with honors. She served in the U.S. Army, was deployed in Afghanistan. Now she serves her community as a teacher. She's become a part of what makes this country great. But isn't that the story of immigration? It's a story of my family, too. I'm Texan on the mother's side. My father was an immigrant to this country. He came here, legally. Still, he was constantly threatened with deportation by his employer in the oil fields. He was called a wetback, a spick, a drown boy. But his name was Arturo Rivera. See, I wanted more than all of that. So I did my best to assimilate. I changed my name, leaving behind Aaron Rivera, my father's name, for Aaron Shore. But today, I can no longer sit idly by while people like Cornelius Moss use individuals like Marilu Santiago and my father as bookends to turn us against one another. It shouldn't be a crime for a mother to seek a better life for her child. Their existence is not a crime. They come here to do the unseen work, the hard work. They will only die. Not looking for pleasure. Only looking for truth. Earlier today, I offered to resign from the ticket, but rather than accepting my resignation, President Cusman asked me to speak to you. And I believe I speak for the both of us when I say the leadership that this country needs is one that respects differences, not one that demonizes them. That's why I'm proud to be Tom Perkins. That's why I'm a proud Mexican American, a proud Latino, and a proud Rivera. It's become cliche to end political speeches by saying God bless America. But it's not a cliche to me. To me, it is a prayer. So may God bless America. Y que Dios bendiga a toda America. Thank you for listening.
You knocked it out of the park, you gotta admit it.
Yes.
How'd you fit?
How's she doing?
Oh, she did great.
About the resignation letter, I was angry.
You had every right to do.
You know which one I'm most sure about? No, not that one. The other one.
Oh, wow. You really ought to take that show on the road.
Yeah. Mr. President, I have an update from you, sir. What's all right, sir?
Just got word the Russians shot down the Tu-95 over Norfolk City.
Why would they do that?
Well, I can only speculate, but I would imagine they were sure we couldn't cover the KH-55 in the war. Especially if they figured out the attack the systems using the avionics from down there.
Okay, General, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'm just connecting the dots here, but did you just quarterback us out of a nuclear crisis? Okay, I gotta get that story out there.
No, we're not advertising.
Why not?
Because the technology we use to turn the plan around is classified. We advertise the incident, we advertise it.
So what? The general just implied the Russians already know.
It's in the Russians' interest to keep it quiet. We've got other enemies out there, Renee.
We've got other enemies right here, Tom. Well, look, a story has fallen into our laps. A story about the most difficult day of your presidency. Why wouldn't you use that?
And there it is. Use this, use that. Everything is transactional. If you wrap up in tiny little units of political utility.
That is politics. I was beginning to think that you were beginning to get it. You know, it occurs to me that you may not have what it takes to win. Because what it takes, more often than not, is ruthlessness. And you know who has that? Moss has that. Moss has it pumped into his cold, dark heart. Wish I could give you a transfusion. Maybe you'd be ready for the knife fight that you're in.
Okay, I'm not. That'll be all. Thank you.
I've this job for 45 years. I've been more time to it than I did these children.
Knowing myself is the beginning of all wisdom.
Up to now, my civil service has been silence. During the Moss administrations and elections, even this one. But I do listen. Zach Heinz Beckmuller was also approval during Moss's presidency. Mr. Detweiler was commissioner, and Mr. Richter at the time was our head of the Center for Drug Evaluation and Research. Internal studies suggested the drug had a high potential for abuse.
You approve?
Further, Mr. Detweiler guaranteed Mr. Richter a promotion at the time of Ramadan, and rubber stamped the approval. A couple of years later, Mr. Detweiler left to join the board at STATCOM. Mr. Richter became the commissioner.
This is collusion. Golden support. Why share this now?
I grew up in Williamson, West Chester. Yes, STATCOM. And you could get it from other programs. September prescription. You've heard of criminals? Over the last decade, more than 20 million pills for a town of less than 2,000. What doctor in his right mind? Too many people I know have died.
Explore and ask not what the country can do. Yes, we can, Lemonade.
It was a clean show.
You speak your truth up there. And it was beautiful. You've always wanted that, don't shit all over it.
I don't know what's true. I don't know what's a show, what's real.
Well, I do. Okay, and I saw it tonight. Look, all these people, Lorraine, the media, they look at you and they just see how they can use you. And I see you. I see a piece of myself in you. I'm so fucking proud of you. I love you so much. You're way too pressure on yourself.
I slept with him. It was a mistake. I hate myself again. Believe me, I hate myself. But I have to take responsibility for this as well.
Wes, will you be honest? It's fine. Be honest. Stop giving us
Maggie, no chauffeur. I got a scoop for you. Your story about FDA complicity with predatory drug companies.
Am I still nickel and diming you?
No nickels and dimes these days. Some accounts, the war chest is running on it.
So I assume you're still open to a little something on the side?
Exactly. Why right now?
Heck is this?
Malicious Israeli spyware. You're nastier than I thought.
Can you get it?
Of course I can. You know a guy?
How easy would it be to install it on, say, Boss's cell phone?
The right price, I can make anything easy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know I'm ready to fuck.
Chef will help you with the question.
I want to bring my press release. I'd like to offer my services as a trans rights spokesman for the campaign. If you would be interested, please.
Oh, please. Change your mind.
Since I transitioned, I've been able to pass. It's been easy for me. Easier, at least, compared to a lot of other people. Other people who need allies, who don't have a voice, and might benefit from mine.
Yes, but you don't know the specifics of the moment.
Try to get some.
Good night. Yep. Hell of a day, wasn't it? It was, sir. A crisis like that makes sparring with the media seem so trivial. I think you were right. Anyway, I was thinking about the vice president and that game. The truth is, it comes down to one question. If something were to happen to me, if I were unable to perform my duties, would I be happy with the person that I chose to take the reins of my answer? And the answer to that question, in a specific instance, is absolutely yes. You're a good man. See you, Brad.
Yes, Mom.
Where's Hannah? She's not picking up.
Probably turned her phone off. She went back to the brewery for a liquor out. Something's definitely dodgy about her. Molly Gilbert tries to shine us on. But I confirmed it's genetical.
I'm forwarding you a photo of a known South African bioweapons expert. Show it to her when she gets done. Could be our ringleader.
Check the list find for the Bouchard. It's very, very curious that the Helix nerve agent very hard to find impossible to neutralize. This will cause paralysis in all the muscles of your body, including the diaphragm, which will inexorably result in your death by asphyxiation. The Helix is a remarkable approximation. Complex in the 007 movies for the villains who confess his nefarious intentions to Bond. But he's so close to thwarting said nefarious intentions, etc. But you for some reason must stop. Explaining those mysterious things. I do declare the only things intentions do.
Save this country and my own life more times than should ever have been necessary.
And given everything that I always heard, I have to be honest. Personally, I can't tell you that I knew her. I always figured there'd be time for that. But as I stand here today, I can tell you that I do. She served this country with a kind of passion and commitment that is unparalleled in my life. A kind of commitment that led her to make the ultimate sense. She will be missed. By me, good friends, and her family. Father, my father, is your blessing. I salute you. There are people that want to kill the child.
Actually, by terrorism, sir. Nothing like warfare, nothing like anyone's dealt with before.
Wouter Momberg, the South African apartheid-era scientist, is taking advantage of breakthroughs in gene editing to accomplish what he couldn't back in the 80s.
Just put together a virus targeting people with dark skin pigmentation, blacks, Arabs, Latinos.
We've got his picture out to every law enforcement agency in the country.
And that's without free-listed do-it-yourself labs across the U.S.
So we're looking for a mad scientist with genocidal mind. We have no idea where he is.
I checked the network records, the company that supplied Momberg with the DNA he was using. It turns out
There was an attempted delivery of genetic material to the glory the day after it went by. How does that help us?
this morning another company delivered the same genetic sequence that Police Officer Piper has.
Did we pick up his trail?
It took neurons and overlaps, so Tennessee Highway Patrol had a badly action for the effects on the local day.
Did we just won't begin? God damn it. This genetic sequence, what does it do? It's hard to know about my context. Give me some context now.
The fact that he's willing to risk getting caught by picking up a package suggests that he is not going underground.
Which means we have to be prepared for the possibility of a very real variant of bioterrorist attack.
This is what it is.
We're right.
We do have contingency plans in place for conventional biotech. With the threat of road biologists creating curable diseases.
There's nothing we've never had to do before. Technology just supports.
On that, for a couple thousand bucks, an energy scientist could produce a plague that could
Wipe out all humanity. Is that the sign that she isn't going after all humanity?
Just the sword you're said. What do we need to do? The fewer the better.
Not necessarily discrediting the fire massive dangers of cooperation. I believe Diane Lewis is in responsibility for the CIA since we can convince them of the response to the situation.
Should we tell the press?
We don't know what to do. He doesn't know what we know. We can't have him broadcasting that.
I'll have Lorraine cancel all the campaign obligations.
No, I think we need to proceed as if everything can go. I have my major TV endorsement from the union, so I don't intend to have that as on. That's all for now. Thank you.
There we go.
We're gonna catch this guy. Sooner or later. But it's time to stop him. Like on the very last week's nuclear threat was a train.
The next few months of the days of mutually assured destruction.
And we said we knew where enemies were. Now I know that scientific knowledge can unleash what we can. It's hard not to be afraid. I can be afraid. Thank you.
Ten days before the election, I'm busier than I will have some nickel night. This better be good.
Got a heads up from the reporter. There's going to be a story tonight that implicates us.
Okay, and?
When Jared Detweiler was an office FDA commissioner, he rubber stamped the approval of Flagkine's prescription painkiller.
So what?
Flagkine and the FDA knew how addictive it was, and they pushed it through anyway. Does it matter?
You usually put it outside the lines, Maris, but when you do, god damn it.
Fuckers had it coming.
Did NOS know about the FDA pushing the opioid through?
Who cares? If it happens under your administration, it's your problem.
You should care because you took the president to Detweiler's fundraiser and encouraged him to take care of money, or have we forgotten that tiny little
No, that
detail?
money was used to pay striking teachers' salaries. The Moss administration imports the opioid epidemic. He is as good as guilty. So I need these new ads to just grab him by the nutsack and twist.
Not official, I need it.
And I want them running everywhere right up until the polls close. Online and on television, especially in the Rust Belt, where opioid addiction is just rampant. We gotta turn some of these red states gold.
I'll assign it to Don Payne's team. Meanwhile, the latest data from the GOTV says that West Virginia is definitely still going to Mars.
Yeah, but now we've got a chance at Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Michigan. I think there's a real chance that we flip New York. I mean, we got a home court advantage.
Okay, but we really need Florida if we even want a chance.
Having a kickoff, it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I can't imagine it gets any crazier.
Anyway, I'm wondering, ever think about what you're gonna do next? After November 5th?
Take care of my mom, sleep, travel maybe,
I'll be sipping a Miami Vice on a Caribbean island.
Lovely.
We can pull off this run. Maybe I should take a cushy corporate consulting gig, leave my career in politics, let them talk.
I don't buy that for a second.
Yeah, you're right, I did. Winning, it's everything, it's my life. I think you get off on it too. Have you ever considered staying in the game? There's an interesting special senatorial election coming up in Virginia. You should think about it.
16 compulsory states. How do we get them on the same page?
Secretary Wallace from Homeland.
Good, they're not happy with me. The director of national intelligence doesn't want ownership. It's too politically charged this close to the election.
You'll rank with the Security Council. Done. But what about the Office of Terrorism and Financial Intelligence? An operation like this would need major funding.
I'll communicate with Treasury, work on the money flow.
I'm gonna need you to read the campaign.
I think that's a good idea.
We have a responsibility here. I don't know how we're sure about this happens back then.
Yes, sir.
If anybody gives you any resistance, send them to me. Let's get moving.
We need people currently suffering from opioid addiction and those in recovery. All ages, races, and economic classes.
This is all a little crass, don't it? Okay, good.
Oh, Lorraine asked me what my plans for the future are.
So,
Taking care of my mom and working on the campaign, I haven't even thought about what comes next. Which is insane, because 2 years ago, all I thought about was the future.
I will either be back at the EEOB to learn about hashtags, or at the unemployment line.
That's not true. The president needs to, and he's seen how instrumental he's been for the campaign and how take care of it. Is there anything else you want to refer lately? You're still burning?
Complicated.
I'll be away and some of the things in. Oh, let me go get it. Hi.
Good morning.
Sorry, you still having the Christmas today? You out of this?
Visiting research at the budget.
I didn't know you had anything.
Understood.
Good. I guess we're okay. So, I'm gonna go.
Okay. So the problem we're having making an accurate risk assessment is identifying this level. We've figured out the if we get a clear idea of what the virus is, we can distribute treatment.
We have to develop a treatment first.
What's the plan to evacuate people from affected areas? Really? Should that be our first priority?
In the case of a nuclear fusion, yes. But when a disease is introduced into the population, the infected become a vector of transmission. They're weaponized and they're quarantined.
So you're saying if the disease hits one of the target people of color, I'll be condemning the infected to death.
What is that? Is that coaching?
Good eyes.
OMG, I wish I understood genetics. Let's turn on the head to it. And tender. I'm gonna grab coffee. The guy who was here, he's doing biopsy. From what I could tell, something to do with pregnancy and norovirus. Wait, I think he might have left. But you can track him.
The FBI playing nice with Homeland Security?
Barely. We're directing the NSA to secure highway cam footage.
We have a lead. Our DIY guy just got a call posting on the lab in Oxford, Mississippi at the university.
Which DIY specialist with all the intel? Why the hell isn't he here?
And there was a question. There is a question.
I don't give a shit about Claire. Get him in here now.
You can't expect Congress to keep quiet about a threat like this now.
With all due respect, Speaker, Title 50 requires that you do just that. This is a stunt.
Postpone the election. I assure you, Senator, this is no such thing. Curtis wanted to inform you so that you, as congressional leadership, can coordinate a calm, measured response when the time comes.
What is the calm measured response for bioterrorism?
Anything but this.
So what are we telling the public?
We say nothing for now. All information flows from the White House.
I have a duty to inform my caucus. This gets out, people are going to start panicking every time someone coughs at a Starbucks. We say nothing. I have an election in 10 days. If the press found out I knew and didn't say anything,
You go public with this, then I go public with the fact that your first thought in the face of a terrorist threat was your re-election, not the safety of your constituents. You leak, I plug you.
Mr. President, Dr. Eli Mays.
Dr. Mays, what have you got?
A colleague out in Mississippi tested so mumbled at the lab. He was doing something with norovirus.
Why norovirus?
He needs to infect as many people as quickly as possible. Airborne delivery doesn't reach enough people fast enough for norovirus to survive in a war.
The only reason for him to use it would be to keep an entire population central.
What provisions do we have in place for these test fires?
We can trigger an asset detection plan, reach out to the National Guard, detect reservoirs, treatment plants,
Coordinate with first responders on the ground to check this cameras. One call, we can mobilize by the end of the day.
Show me.
any of those reservoirs can be covered.
Or none of them. Butler's could have taken from the brewery.
Pike Brook, Oxford, Mississippi.
Mr. Cole, Mr. President.
It's about time. Do you have anything for me?
Good afternoon. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Okay, there's no time for pleasantries, Miles. Is there anything about FODCOM?
Well, I spent hours scrubbing through recordings from Madison's computer and silicon. I found it.
He wants to affect the Mississippi. If we need to protect Mississippi, I will. Our mobilization will take them all. We'll just look somewhere else.
He is in Mississippi now. The state that's nearly 40% African American.
I don't think it's a final destination. Nashville, Memphis, they're too small. That leaves New Orleans, Houston, possibly Dallas.
President, every minute we wait, raises a chance to get these up.
I want the FBI monitoring assets here, and here. Bishop must responders to every major water source in the area. Have them start testing for contaminants. How do we get fresh water to people if we need it?
Isabel's office specializes in clean water initiatives.
How we need help.
But now that we know there could be something in the water to do with the public.
You know, I'm going to create a massive stereo and I'll leave it close to finding it. I need a chance to take it.
There you are. Don't worry. AFL-CIO has been waiting for 20 minutes. Are you ready?
It really is all over me.
Brother, picture having your game day 10 days until the election. We need labor to get their members to turn out, which means wooing them with the speech.
Got it. Ready to move.
Good. There's a lot riding on this. Also, there's an article coming out tonight about an unequal estimate goes with approval and it implicates us. Oh, no, on the contrary, I think this will give us some really safely some polls.
Okay, good. Keep your phone.
You know what? Your excitement is just blowing my mind.
Let's get this one over. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure.
I'm here to beg for my forgiveness, David.
I'm here on official disagreement.
Personally.
I'm confused. You want me to be here tonight?
What do you mean, Aaron?
If drinking water were to be contaminated, say with some kind of virus, what additional resources would you have available?
We could get out life straws.
Life drugs.
Yeah, they filter out bacteria, parasites, and some viruses from water. We used them in the Congo during the Ebola outbreak.
And you can get these quickly.
We could get about 10,000 with local. You know what you mean?
Another.
Anyway. What the fuck is going on, David? Is that it?
Please stay.
None of your business.
So that's it. You're just gonna back up and leave when I need to try to work through this?
It will work on finding 10 million life straws. You can shut the door behind you. The lab in Mississippi turned up nothing but a dead body. No joy from the highway cams in the area.
He's smarter than that. So the person told me they picked up products from DIY jet run right now. Please just help me.
You have some conferences. You have to matter about it. Please, go to what I'm sure is small enough.
Reconstructed.
My friend did a thesis at MIT on smart dust, tiny mammoths that can be tracked by radio frequency identification. I think she managed to pronounce them a mumble.
Why do you think that?
Grossman. She said we could track them.
I'll have our people check the lab. If she managed to put trackers no longer, we could set up trackers to tap into existing RFID devices and detect sensors, toll booths. Radius would be limited to like 6 seconds. Few radius in the field by protecting hundreds of thousands of trackers.
If we were to focus all of our energy on New Orleans, Houston, and Dallas, we have the resources to do this.
If that's where he's heading. And that's a big if.
Would we have the resources?
Yes, sir.
Couldn't do it.
The best you can, sir.
I was walking backstage at that meeting, and that's the way it was going on. I was walking on the article, and she was throwing it was this madman running around staging a genetic genocide.
We've come a long way from pressure cooker bombs and backpacks.
I'm just pretending I didn't know what to do. She said I don't have a clue. She was announcing to notify the public. Not to engage law enforcement. I am invested here. And what if this more just doesn't work? This guy can strike any time to anybody.
You're concerned about making your own decisions. Any leader will today will make.
This is more the game concerned. If I'm wrong, you may kill thousands of people.
There's nothing more that we can do. In the meantime, you need to get some rest. You still have the opportunity.
You're working late.
If you're planning to catch something happens, you need a better plan.
but I don't have a plan. I'm sorry for how I treated you. Okay? You know, after you told me I ran the tested, I'm very rough and very gay. The doctor told me there was no chance that I was infected. There was no reason for me to react. I told you that. I was 7 years old. I was so afraid. I'm so upset. But you didn't trust me enough to be trust.